So, no deciding who the player is going to be, because obviously there's one male and one female from each team to play, and this is who we have at the moment. So it should be a fascinating matchup between these two. Here's Chen Chien from Chinese Taipei. 2008, the World Junior Singles title. Beats Paul Drinkle, as it happened, from England, who's also in this tournament, of course. And 2013, a doubles title at the World Championships in Paris. Chuang Chih Yuan, also of Chinese Taipei. Well, he's been in the World Top 20 for over a decade, 36 years of age now. Trained as a teenager in China and Europe, so he has a mixture of styles, because there is a different kind of style, isn't there, between the continents. A Pro Tour Grand Final in 2002, first Tour title in 2003, did get to world number 3, so again, two very classy players. Yeah,
especially Chuang Chih Yuan, really established and had been in the world's top 10 for several years. Obviously getting a little bit older now, but as you've seen in the first game with Samsonov at 41, you know, doesn't seem to hold them back.
And we don't hold back, we're straight on again. This is the, the fifth match of this session, the fifth match ever of T2. I hope you're enjoying it wherever you are. Nicely done by Chuang. Look how close it is between the two teams as well. That's the amount of points the teams get from the amount of games the players have won. They get a point per game, of course. If you win the match, $1,000. Thank you very much. That's the individual bit. The rest of it's all team. And of course the fact that you as an individual want to be at the grand final in December. 2-2 then. The clock counting down from 24 minutes.
3-2.
Nice from Chen. Little shimmy. Fainted one way, went the other. We've seen quite a lot of good rally work here today, but there's an example of how your serve can win you a point.
That's a lovely little early block from Chen.
Let's 5-3. Let's 5-3.
Oh, Chuang putting it into the net. I was about to say this is a much more shortened version of the game than we saw. We saw Samsonov and Boll slapping the ball around for minutes, but all of a sudden they pulled out a lovely rally.
3-7. 4-6.
Referee proving they are also human. You've got to feel for the referees, because this is such a fast form of the game. You've got to really be on top of it at all times, haven't you? And like the players and everybody else, occasionally. Oh! Almost Chen managed to improvise. It would have been a brilliant point to have won.
A lot of the time there as well, as you see when the ball clips the net like that, it almost doubles in the amount of spin, so it's unusual that he would put a ball like that into the net.
Well, you could see how it just launched off the table once he got back down again.
7-6.
This is a really fast exchange between these players. And technically it's intense as well. Net call from Chen to his advantage, and he's 2 points ahead in this opening game of this fifth match.
6.
Edging towards this game point. That was a fabulous return in the middle of that rally from Chen. Don't think he's broken sweat yet. Better from Chuang. Still game point though. Oh, just long. Well, he's pulling it back point by point. Remember, we don't have juices in this T2 competition. If it goes to 10, it's the next one to win. The point wins.
And we're going to have that now. That ball clipping the edge of the table.
A little bit of luck from Chuang, but he's come back. What was it? 4 points the deficit, and he might just nip it here. So next point wins this game. Well, he did well, didn't he? Chen did ever so well to keep his calm and keep his nerve, and it's all in the mind at that point. First game, first points, first advantage going to the man. I can say the man from, they're both from Chinese Taipei, of course, but Chen Chien will be happy with that. Squeaked it.
Both players know each other's games so well. They've been in the national team for a decade, really.
Straight back to it. There you go. Clock is actually ticking down at the moment.
Second game. Team JJ to serve. Love all.
So the clock is saying 18 minutes.
1 love.
Nice from Chuang. Remember, they don't change over until after the second game. A little bit different to standard rules in table tennis.
2. Let 1, 2.
Chuang Chih Yuan doing the right thing there. If in doubt, look to attack the other player's serve.
Absolutely right. Hesitation is likely to lead to disaster. Good start from Chuang. Chance with the This is great work, Chuang pulling away. Just to confirm that Chen has got a game, although it's not showing. A little problem with the graphic, but it is one game to Chen at the moment.
7-2.
That ball just taking a little awkward bounce there. He couldn't quite adjust. Chen Chien, still a small amount of hope there in this set.
3-8.
Whipping through this second game in super quick time.
9-3.
These guys are at the table, just prodding, probing all the time. They're not necessarily having a long rally to sort things out.
10-3.
And once again, Chuang Just too strong for Chen, and it's turned around, hasn't it? And Chuang with a whole hatful of game points here. That's lovely. Great forehand work from Chuang. And Team JJ grab a point back. Have Team Pearson against Team Rossi in our evening session.
Little service change right at the start of the third there. I suppose when you have lost a set 11-3, it is time to change the tactics a little bit.
Very quick deal on the attack, Chuang. Michael Mays acting as a ball boy there and throwing the ball back. Oh, good work, Chuang Chih Yuan. The effort from both players, outstanding. Now he's starting to sweat a bit. It is actually quite a cool, the cavern is cool, as they used to say in the 60s, but not affecting the play too much.
5-2.
Because you were saying, Gavin, that air conditioning and that kind of thing can make a difference to how the ball does fly.
2-6.
It's relatively quick, this hall here though. The players used to playing week in, week out on the World Tour, where the conditions are very, very cold, and that's the ball travels through the air really slowly.
It's physics, I imagine, but don't ask me to explain it.
8-2.
Well, this is great from Chuang. What a turnaround in this match as well.
Let 8-2. 9-2.
Well, Chen has no answer at the moment. He's running around just chasing shadows.
Let 9-2.
Took a nibble of the net for Chen. Just took it away from Chuang. So perhaps that's the luck he needs to come back into this game.
4-9.
2 in a row. Bit of momentum building.
Nine, 5.
Well, captain might be thinking about timeout at this point.
9-6.
Oh, this is a run. That is going to worry Chuang. Chen all of a sudden found his mojo. That is much better. And so a chance to wrap up this third game.
6-10.
It's long.
11-6.
And there you go. Well, it was a valiant fight back from Chen, but Chuang had enough in the bank already just to creep over the line. And the next game might be interesting because these two I think you get the sense they've just started to warm up a bit.
Super effort from Chuang Chih Yuan so far. You know, by far the older player, 36 years old, but he looks quick. He's matching Chen Chien for pace around the table.
Players.
He's just trying to signal to his man just to do a little bit more on the receive of serve. If you think it's chopped, get underneath it a little bit more, impart a bit more backspin.
Love all.
Interesting what happens at the earliest part of this set.
Love 1.
We've got 10 minutes on the clock. We definitely can get through this game. I wonder if it might just drop into that kill zone where we have 2 minutes or less left. We'll see. It's so fascinating, the early part of a game, just seeing which way this might sway. It could go either way.
2-all.
That was very clever there. Looked with that sort of technique that Chuang Chih Yuan was just going to touch short the last second, just using that deception.
3-2.
It's almost an instinctual thing, isn't it, really? You don't really have time to have a cunning plan. Brilliant. Brilliant from Chuang.
4-2.
Started with some fairly firm backhands and launched onto the forehand.
The amount of practice that these Asian players have done, once they are round onto that forehand wing and jumping in, you know, with that quad strength and pace, it's really difficult then for the opponent to handle it.
That's what spin can do to you, make you look a bit of a chump sometimes, can't it? Thought he had that ball all covered and it just dipped away.
5-4.
Net took it long. Very nip and tuck in this one. And look at the scores between the two teams, as you were saying, 10-10. Just shows what a good mix of players we've got here.
4-6.
Not quite feeling it at the moment, Chuang.
That's better, that's a confidence builder when a rally extends past 3 and 5 shots. And you're to win 1 or 2 of those, the momentum's definitely with you.
Oh,
7-5.
that was an absolute snorter of a shot across the table.
Yeah, taxi for Chen there.
It was effortless, wasn't it? And it just came out of the blue as well. Need a high-speed train to get to that one.
7-5.
Chuang just ahead in what is a fascinating contest, this one.
Net 7-6. All.
Net cord, a really strong net cord there. No chance really for Chuang. All level again. 6 minutes on the clock.
that was just the weight of shot there that meant that Chuang Chih Yuan couldn't really change direction and block.
7-9.
Another slice of luck for the man in the screen. Oh, almost, but just long. Ripped that backhand, didn't he?
10-8.
So, a chance for Chen to level it up at two games apiece. 5 minutes still on the clock. This has been a pretty rapid game.
And you know it's starting to get interesting when Timo enters the house again.
Yeah, he's been there for a few minutes, hasn't he? Oh, that's lovely. Stays in the game, Chuang. Remember, no 2-point cushion needed. If he gets it a 10-all, it's the next point takes it. There's the fly again. The house fly is at the table.
11-9. Fourth game to
Chen
Team
does
Maize.
bring it back level. And this has been a real fascinating contest between these two. And it was tight, that one. Could have gone either way. See what he was trying to do.
Everyone goes on about the power and the speed that the Asian players get through the ball. That was a bit more like a European player, off balance, taking the ball late, spinning it slowly, but it worked.
You do yourself down, Kevin, you know that, don't you?
Fifth game. Team Maize to serve.
So then we
Love
have
all.
3 minutes, 45 seconds, according to the clock, to go.
1 love.
Who will be ahead when the clock gets down to 0?
1 all.
This is where you do keep half an eye on the clock, because you don't want to be a long way back, because it doesn't matter how good your recovery is going to be. If you don't time it right, it's going to be for nothing.
Ball just clipping the net there. Slightly changed the direction and speed through to Chen Chien.
Oh, just took the net and went long. It's got tighter and tighter as this game's gone on, this match has gone on. Starting to work each other out a bit more. That's a shame for Chen, because that was a great recovery, the shot before.
Look how far round the table they get. League players back home. You don't see that very often, looking to get round.
JJ,
5-2.
such a showman. He loves all this. Looking good for Chuang at the moment. That would level it up between the two teams.
3-6.
Chuang is looking pretty good here. I wonder if we can wrap it up within a minute.
8.
Disgusted with himself there. Doesn't want to let a few points slip right at the end of the timed match. Oh, it's long though.
4-9.
Chuang close to another point here for Team JJ. And if he hurries up, he might get a chance of another one.
Let 4-9.
I might have put the mockers on that.
10-4.
Quickly, see if you can get another point. Get a kill zone. That's long.
10-5.
Oh, quick, get the serve in.
Final point. Ten-6.
And that's how it's going to finish. The clock has run down.
JJ.
And Team JJ take another point. Another point for Chuang Chih Yuan. And very close to actually taking it to the kill zone. But we run out of time. And Chuan, also important for him as well, because it means he takes home the prize money for winning the match. That's how it finished. And look at that, the points between the two teams, absolutely dead level. The game extended a bit, didn't it, in terms of rally length, but it was still a very to and fro kind of affair.
And both players were really going for their shots on both wings, and Chen Chien especially, a lot of highs and lows through the match.
Yeah, and very often you'd find one player staging a comeback, and that was the nature of the match. You couldn't really find a pattern to it. I think that's probably the truth of the matter, but there were some very fine shots from both these players, and as you can see, both the VIPs and the people in the cheaper seats have enjoyed themselves, and they've still one more match to go.